Hello and welcome back to 30 Days of Iconic Halloween Costumes. I'm so excited! Happy 3rd of October. Today is International Mean Girls Day, and I thought, what a better character to do today than the one and only, the iconic, the mean girl herself, Regina George. Yes. And you might be wondering, why do you have makeup and wig on already? Aren't you showing us? Sorry, Queen. But I may have already done another look prior to this one, which I'm gonna post in a few days' time. And I'll let you guess, it's obviously another blonde character. Can you guess who else I've done? The makeup is very similar, but the truth is, for Regina George, you don't really need me to give you a tutorial, do you? The makeup is very simple, a little bit of a smoky eye. We are gonna change some things. I am gonna try to make my eyebrows match the wig a bit better and a bit of a glossy lip, but we're mostly gonna be focusing on the outfit. And you might be wondering, but which of Regina George's outfits? Here's the thing, I feel like Regina George is such a good character to do because you can either go on your own as her and you'll be very recognized. You can go with your group of friends as the Mean Girls plus Katie. Well, Katie is considered Mean Girl as well. You could go as the whole crew. And there are different iconic outfits that are very recognizable. So for this challenge, I decided I want to do Halloween Regina George, which is her iconic bunny costume. I feel like it is really cool if you go as a Regina George bunny and try to recreate her exact outfit. And even cooler if you go as all of the Mean Girls in Halloween and dress up as them in Halloween. I think that's an iconic look. I've seen a few people do it already and I think it's really cool. You could also do others. You could do the one where they do the prank on Regina and they cut her t-shirt and you can see her bra. I think that's also really cool. You could do Regina before she gets hit by a bus. That's also a very iconic look.
Regina, stop! Do you know what everyone says about you? They say that you're a homeschooled jungle freak who's a less hot version of me. Yeah, so don't try to act so innocent. You can take that fake apology and shove it right up your hair.
You could do the iconic shopping center outfit, which is also one I think they use for the promo posters, if I'm not wrong. And also, I feel like it would be really fun if you all, like you and your friends, all wore blonde wigs, or unless you're all blonde, and you all went as the different Reginas. I don't know, just putting it out there. So anyways, because I want to kind of bleach my eyebrows for this look, thought I would record the other character prior, even though I'm gonna post it after, if you know what I mean. I'm just trying to work smarter, not harder, because I'm a full-time working girly and I'm doing this on my few days off. I'm gonna start by removing the little bit of eyebrow pencil that I applied, and I'm gonna add some concealer and brush my brows with it to try to just lighten up my eyebrows, basically. I know this is not looking cute, but give me a second. I'm gonna use this old eyebrow brush. Oh, and we're just gonna, oh my god, it's covered in hairs. I'm just gonna brush the hairs and try to thin out my eyebrows at the same time. You know what? I think it's not too bad. I think I'm not used to seeing myself with light eyebrows. I think this is good. I need a sip of my drink. I made myself the iconic mom mocktail. My mom made me a mocktail because she's not like a regular mom. She's a cool mom.
Happy hour is from 4 to 6. Is there alcohol in this? Oh god, honey, no. What kind of mother do you think I am? Why do you want a little bit?
And by my mom, I mean I actually made myself this. And it's not really a mocktail, it's just grapefruit lemonade, but it's really good. And it is actually a mocktail. It doesn't have alcohol in it. Let's carry on. In her Halloween look, she's got the two iconic little diamonds in her eyes. So I'm gonna use some of these. Actually, I think I'm gonna use two of the little ones and just gonna pop them. Actually, she does have a little bit of blush on, so I'm gonna pop in a bit of this Milani Coralina blush. Not too much. I think that's good. I'm gonna apply the little diamond thingies. One flew. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, this one doesn't wanna stay. Nice. Another one. And last one. Cute. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna remove a bit of this pink lipstick because it's a bit too out there, and I feel like the one she is wearing is more of a nude-ish pink, if that makes sense, like a baby pink. I feel like my lips are a bit too red right now. I'm gonna do this lip liner, which is the same one I was wearing basically, but I'm only gonna overline my lips. With it is the shade Cans from the NYX Suede lip liner. And now I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. nude lipstick to lighting up the lips basically. And now I'm gonna go over it with this Kiko lip gloss. It's the 3D Hydra lip gloss in shade 26. And now Regina's hairline is actually, she's got a side part, so I am gonna do that. Now we have a bit of a side part. I would do it a little bit more, but then it shows the start of the wig because it's really not a great quality wig. So I think I'm gonna leave it like this. Now we're gonna go into putting on the outfit. I'm actually pretty embarrassed to admit that I spent about half an hour earlier trying to find one of my silver chains and I couldn't find any. I've been wearing gold for a long time, not really silver, but I have some silver chains. I just don't know where I put them. But basically, I made myself a little necklace with this string that I used to make bracelets and a little charm. This is just a heart, but she wears her R necklace. I'm pretty sure I have some necklaces like the one she wears, but with an N from when I was a teenager in the early 2000s, but they are back home in Spain. And I wasn't gonna buy a necklace with my initial on it just for this event, so I made this DIY concoction. It still looks cute, it still does the job. Now we're gonna put our bunny ears. I got these on Amazon a couple years ago for a different costume and it came with a pack. And now I'm gonna show you a little tutorial on how I prepare the outfit and then I'm gonna pop it on and show you the final product.
So firstly, I found this leotard on Vinted and then I got some fur trimmings and these bunny ears and tail on Amazon. What I did is I got a pack of 2 and I basically used one of the tails to put at the top of the leotard and the other tail to actually use as the tail for my bunny costume, if that makes sense. Now, I was being lazy and quick with it, so I literally used safety pins for everything, but I would say if you actually are willing to sacrifice a leotard or you buy a leotard just for the purpose of this costume, maybe you can sew the trimmings and it would probably be better if you sew it actually, or maybe you could even use a glue gun to make sure that everything is stuck properly. But if not, safety pins will do the trick, so don't worry about it too much. But I basically thought the option of grabbing a leotard and then using some shorts would be easier than to actually follow Regina's actual outfit, which is some sort of corset, which I'm sure was custom made for the movie. And for the bottoms, I used these old dance shorts and I used a safety pin to lower the front part and then I attached the tail at the back.
Leotard is on. I'm just popping in the shorts. This is how the shorts look like on. What do you think? I'm so proud of this one. I feel like this is the most DIY I've done yet, and considering it's my 3rd day, I think I did pretty good. I would pick some better tights. This is just what I found. But now time for shoes. She actually wears some white boots, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any black boots and I was not willing to spend money on a pair of white boots knowing I'm most likely not really gonna wear them again. So I'd say if you have some white boots, awesome. If you don't, just wear some black boots, which is what I'm gonna do. I also ran out of the fur trimming, so I'm just gonna wear the black boots with nothing on them. Boots are on. I think they look alright. And last but not least, we're gonna add our custom little furry bracelets to finish off the look. Bracelets are on and that is it. That is the final look. I've been wanting to dress up like her for so long. I feel like I do this with every costume, but I just love Regina George and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of myself for doing this DIY. You can order the costume online, but I had quite a few bits from my dancing days and I thought it would be fun to DIY it. It's pretty easy to DIY. So let me know what you think. Let me know what characters you think I should do next. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4. Thanks for watching. Bye!